What is going on, everyone? We are back with the HellaDepraved Shocktober 2022 Top 50 Most Evil Songs, as by the often incorrect Kerrang. I'm Depraved,
I'm Hellcat.
and together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are. Alright! This was the last song I chose to be okay with for being on this list.
Okay.
It was tied between like this one and two others. 3 others. 4 others. Well, I don't know.
Okie dokie.
In terms of what the last one I was going to pick to be on this
Paring it
list
down
was.
to 31.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is definitely writing that line for me in terms of...
What you will and will not listen to.
Right.
And just to clarify for anyone new, that is not how evil the song is. That is, how much screaming.
My ears can stand.
Yeah, right.
This song, though, mixes screaming with weird noises. You'll understand when we get there.
Okay.
It was different.
Okay.
You gonna leave? No.
She's just melting.
Yeah, you can go.
All right.
Anyways, basically what we're going to do is we're going to react to this, read along with the lyrics, talk about the lyrics as we go through the song. At the end of it, we will tell you what Genius says, if anything,
about it.
And then we will go over why Kerrang puts it on their list.
All right.
So, with that being said, we're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to All Things Coming Back, which is for commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. And what that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above. It is time to slash it, break it down. This is Behemoth, Christians to the Lions.
Right.
Rare.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Row is not what they did.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
Suppose before we start, we should mention, just in case anyone is unaware, and if you are, I do hope you rectify it. Christians to the lions. Christians used to be fed to the lions in Roman colosseums for fun. It was entertainment in between normally better paired matches. Whereas starved lions to people that have been bound in chains was not. It was kind of more of a pastime.
Right. By the way, at the very least, I love their aesthetic.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of is the scene in the new Conan, where the Jason Momoa Conan goes to meet evil dude the first time and swap the chick that he's got for he goes to kill him anyway, but it's like the broken down place that they meet with the sand and so on and so forth.
You know what it reminds me of? He looks a lot like Marvel's take on Gore the God Butcher.
Right. There's actually quite a few people that dress in this type of costuming, like Ghost, Kiss is kind of in there, you know. Right. It's interesting that they've got so many flags of icons and a mixture of the cross and the Orthodox cross and Catholic crosses and so on and so forth.
I think it's a very big fuck you.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
we're gonna say the shit we say in front of the stuff you guys worship.
I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it is, because at the time, obviously, there hadn't been the Great Schism between them, so there wouldn't have been so many different types of relics of the same faith.
Right.
Yeah.
When in Rome, do as Romans do.
When in Rome.
This is Christians to the motherfucking lions!
That's a decent growl.
I'm so glad it kind of shifted there.
It's not every day that you see the lead singer get on the guitar.
Right.
I mean, Metallica. There's a few bands, but it's not every day that they're also one of the musicians, at least when they're performing.
But yeah, as I was saying, that I love the switch in tone.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like it was overly drum heavy.
Right.
But then shifted into a much better balance.
Well, and the entire 2 minutes up until this has been just sort of that eerie, like, fog creeping in, mist kind of music, which, you know, ominously sets the tone for the song.
Right.
Now, the whole when in Rome thing. Sure, if you're into hedonism. Although it's not so good if you're a Christian in Rome, and they
Right.
say when in Rome.
Right.
Behold, bastard son, I am the evil one. No glory to be rich, no more than slavery. The best I received, for there was smash the will. Ye bend him in your face away, my will. And was my star.
His mic stand is super cool.
Yes. So yeah, this definitely rides that edge of what I'm willing to stand.
Now, they are discernible. And it is interesting how much they're switching off between who's singing.
Right. And this video actually feels like it's a live recording, which is what I think it is.
Right. Which is fun. I like that.
But yeah. Did you want to go over the lyrics there?
Or you should probably read them to the masses.
Alright, so far he has said, Behold, bastard son, I am the evil one. No glory to be reached, no more thy slavery. The passion I besiege, spawn terror, smash thy will, ye pale dominion fades away, my will dominates.
Okay. Alright.
That roughly translates to fuck it to you.
Roughly.
Right.
Was my star arise, turning out the end sun, the eye of God, through into the space, watching all the face, falling from my grace, watch all nations climb, offering on his name. Watch the edges falling from the sky. my will is done. Thou art Lord.
Alright, before we get into this breakdown, he says, "And watch my star arise, burning up the earth, sun, the eye of gods, through into the space. Watch ye moon eclipse, falling from thy grace. Watch all nations cry, all feared of his name. Praise the flame. Watch angels falling from the skies. Praise the flame, praise the flame. I killed thy God, my will is done. Thou art Lord."
So basically, he's saying he's the morning star. Pretty.
Right.
Pretty.
Thou art Lord.
I like that switch.
Rise me high, lift through the gates of sun. Rise me high, where the storm of death to flood. Fight to face of God, and barely drift away. The flames of infamy, watch me kiss the star.
Alright. And there he said, rise me high. Lead through the gates of sun. Rise me high, where angels do not dare to fly. Invite to feast of gods, and let me drift away. Leave flames of infamy, and watch me kiss the stars.
He's a poet, and he doesn't even know it.
Right.
And poets are so mysterious, indecipherable. Prophet of old, why do you speak in riddles?
Watch me kiss the star.
They managed to make that last little bit feel like a swarm of insects.
Right.
I will say, instrumentally, aesthetically, and set-wise, I really like them. They're just almost a little too goblin core for me, and I say almost because they are not goblin core. Like, they're not... They're verging on it with their voices.
So, the reason I chose this over any of the ones that I've skipped is all the other ones that I've chosen to skip were either the Beatles, who I just do not like,
Me neither, so good choice.
or way, way, way so heavy, like teetering into Lamb of God, Cannibal Corpse heavy.
Right. Right.
Which both of them, or actually, Cannibal Corpse is on this list somewhere. Lamb of God is not. But
Cannibal Corpse is hit or miss for me.
But it's typically too heavy. This is still technically too heavy for me. This is not something I will put on the playlist.
Right.
But it's just light enough. Like, I can at least understand, for the most part, what he's saying when he sings.
Right.
I do like a lot of the instrumentals. Again, it has the same problem that I feel like death metal has in a lot of situations, where it almost sounds like, not so much here, there were a couple
Chaotic
moments,
mess.
but where it sounds like they just all played stuff from different songs and it didn't fit together.
It's like band practice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like hearing, it's
Now-
like going to a middle school and hearing a middle school play after just
God.
only playing together for
Just
3
the
weeks.
recorder, like, oh, good
Right.
Lord, I'm having flashbacks. Is this PTSD?
I get why people like that stuff. It's just not for me. Like, I like things to harmonize and sound
I also
cohesive.
get why this song broke into chaotic bits. Now, you are correct. They didn't do it that much, but they did do it for effect.
Right.
And I do get that. You know, they're singing about the morning star and being the morning star. Not so much Christians to the Lions, per se, like, in fact, but what that energy did for evil, as it were. What does he have to say about it?
Alright, so there was nothing on Genius about the song specifically. Coming from Kerrang, this is Behemoth Christian Alliance, came out in the year 2000. He says, having released seminal albums titled Satanica and The Satanist, you can be fairly sure that everything Behemoth does is pretty damn evil. Or do is pretty damn... I don't know if that's proper. I don't fucking know anymore. And main man Nergal's abuse of the Bible has landed him in Polish courts on more than one occasion.
You go, boy.
That being the case, it's unlikely this ditty went down overly well with churchgoers.
Did he just call this a ditty?
Yes.
This is not a ditty, sir.
Backed up
Oh
with
my
the
God.
band's inimitable, blackened to death savagery, Nergal makes it clear which side of the God-Satan divide he falls on, viciously celebrating the death of the former and rise of the latter.
Oh my God. Apparently the Poles take things way too goddamn seriously. Was that blasphemy? Taking someone to court, especially an artist. Now,
Right.
again, semantics. I can understand why this is on the list of evil, based on the background of Behemoth and what they have self-titled things. And this is from XXX Years of Blasphemy, the album. So, yes, and it is a song about sacrificing basically the Lamb of God and Morning Star, Lucifer rising and taking over, so on and so forth. So I can understand it. I do think it's a little taken out of proportion with the whole, the dark metal magic of the guys behind him and shit like that. Like,
in the religious sense, this is evil. In the humanitarian sense, it is not.
humanitarian sense. What do you mean by that?
In the because if you take religion, say an atheist were to listen to this,
Yeah.
it would mean nothing to them.
Yeah, it's just sort of mythological story.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And
That's kind of what I was thinking.
you
were
need to
thinking,
have
but-
a belief in religion
Right.
to believe that this is
To
evil.
interpret this as evil. Correct. And to actually interpret the band themselves as evil. Otherwise, they're just basing their entire act around mythological good, evil. I mean, honestly, all of us do that. Whether you're talking about, the mysterious, tricky fae, or, the Greek and Roman pantheon, or whatever. Like, we all do it to some degree.
Now, with that being said, again, I love the look of the band. Instrumentally, it sounded really good.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And then I actually don't mind the way he sings, as opposed to a lot of other metalcore singers.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I do wish it had been broken up, at least.
It sounds more like a long-term smoker
Yeah, it does.
trying to
It's
be
Marge from the gas station.
right. Which I can take that over somebody sounding like fucking Gollum and
well, that's
listenable.
true Goblin core. I do wish that, again, it had been broken up, and I don't mean with like clean vocals or whatever, because that's not always necessary, but he kept his voice the same
but
the whole time.
always appreciated.
I did like the fact that there was the play between him and the other members of the band, because that at least changes the dynamics somewhat, even though they're all singing in the same affect and with the same kind of tone. So I kind of wish that there had been, I don't know, higher and lower growls or some clean vocals in there or something. Granted, this song is not supposed to be pretty.
No.
And I do get that. So, yeah.
But yeah, I understand and think it does have a place on this list as opposed to a lot of others.
On the list of the 50 most evil songs, correct?
Yes. Which hopefully we're trending in a direction where everything on the list starts to make more sense.
Yeah, as we get to lower and lower name. Yeah.
This was number 38. Again, we skipped 40 and 39.
Right.
And then we're doing this one, and I think we're skipping...
But this is not Shocktober evil. This is like... I don't know. This is way more biblical evil than it is spooky season.
I think we're skipping 37, and the next one will be Cradle of Filth.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Okay, so I got this mixed up with the Cradle of Filth one.
Okay.
Cradle of Filth is the song that we're going to be doing is the one where he sings in different vocals that sounds really weird.
Oh, okay. All right.
This one was just it's stomachable growling.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, like I said, I believe I understand why it's on the list.
Right.
It's not going to make our Halloween playlist just because, again, it's not something I would personally want to listen to often.
But it's not even that. Like I said, like it has its place on the list of evil. Like I can understand why he put it there, but it is more biblical evil. It's not spooky season.
Right.
Type thing. Yeah.
Although apparently this album did come out Halloween of 2021.
That's cool.
Nice. All right. So, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below what did you think of Behemoth with Christians to the Lions. Also comment down below. By the way, I love that in their language they spell of, O-V.
O-V. Of. Makes perfect sense to me.
Awesome. Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see or actually check the description below for all things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you to pray people later. Peace.